Hare Krishna everyone, welcome back to our daily study of Srimad Bhagavatam. So we will chant the prayers before we begin the study. Om Jnanatimnandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manovishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shvetapadakamlam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopikakanta Radha Kanta Namastate तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव वच पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते सङ्कर्षणनास्तिकारिणीति नामिने नमो प्रभुपादानुगा प्रेममूर्ति कृपात्मने गौरदेश विकसातोत्तमभक्तिवर्षिणे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चातदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम हरे हरे Hare Krishna. So last time we completed 19th shloka of 10th canto, 15th chapter, the killing of Dhenuka, the ash demon. So we'll see 20th verse today. Sridama nama gopalo rama keshav sakha subala stota krishnadya gopa premnedam abruvan. Sridama nama, named Sridama, Gopala, the cowherd boy, Rama, Keshavayo, of Lord Rama and Lord Krishna. Sakha, the friend, Subala, Stota Krishna, Adya, Subala, Stota Krishna and others, Gopa, cowherd boys, Premna, with love, Idam, this Abruvan, spoke. Translation and purport by the humble servants of Sri Prabhupada. Translation. Once, some of the cowherd boys, Sridama, the very close friend of Rama and Krishna, along with Subala, Stotakrishna and others, lovingly spoke the following words. Purport. The word premna, with love, indicates that the request the cowherd boys are about to place before Lord Krishna and Lord Balram is motivated by love, not personal desire. The cowherd boys were eager for Krishna and Balram to exhibit their pastimes of killing demons and to enjoy the delicious fruits of the Tala forest, and therefore they made the following request. Rama Rama Mahabaho Krishna Dushta Nibardhana Ito Vidure Sumahad Vanam Talaliku Shankulam. Rama Rama, O Rama Mahabaho, O mighty armed one, Krishna, O Krishna, Dushta Nirbahara, O eliminator of the miscreants, Iha, from here, Avidure, not far, Sumahat, very expansive, Vanam, a forest, Tala Ali, with rows of palm trees, Sankulam, filled. Translation. The cowherd boy said, O Rama, Rama, mighty armed one, O Krishna, destroyer of the miscreants, not far from here is a very great forest filled with rows of palm trees. Purport. As stated in the Sri Varaha Purana, Asti Govardhanam Nama Shetam Parama Durlabham Mathura Paschime Bhage Aduradyojana Dvayam. Not far from the western side of Mathura, at a distance of 2 yojanas, 16 miles, is the holy place named Govardhana, which is most difficult to attain. It is also stated in the Varaha Puranam, Astitalavanam Nama Dhenukasura Rakshitam Mathura Paschime Bhage Adurad Eko Yojanam. Not far from the western side of Mathura, 1 yojana away, 8 miles, is the forest known as Talavana, which was guarded by Dhenukasura. Thus, it appears that Talavana forest is located midway between Mathura and Govardhan hill. The forest of Talavana is described in the Sri Harivamsha as follows. स तु देशसमस्निग्धः सुमहान् कृष्णमृत्तिका दर्भप्रायस्तुलीभूतो लोष्ट्रपाषाणवर्जिता. The land there is even smooth and very expansive. The earth is black, densely covered with darbha grass and devoid of stones and pebbles. 22nd verse Falani tatra bhurini patanti patitani cha shanti kintiv avarudhani dhenukena duratmana. Falani, the fruits, tatra, there, bhurini, very many, patanti, are falling, patitani, have already fallen, cha and shanti, they are, kintu. However, avarudhani, kept under control, dhenukena, by dhenuka, duratmana, the evil one. Translation. In that Talavana forest, many fruits are falling from the trees and many are already lying on the ground. But all the fruits are being guarded by the evil Dhenuka. Purport. The demon Dhenuka would not allow anyone to eat the delicious ripe palm fruits of the Talavan. Krishna's young boyfriends protested this unjust usurpation of the right to enjoy the fruits of a public forest. Next verse. So there is nothing to explain, so I'm just reading it. Swati Viryodu Surorama He Krishna Khara Rupa Drik Atma Tulya Balair Anyay Gyati Bhir Bahu Bhir Vrita Sa He Ati Virya, very powerful Asura, a demon, Rama, O Rama. Hey Krishna, O Krishna, Khara Rupa, the form of an ash, Drik, assuming Atma Tulya, equal to himself, Balai, whose strength, Anyay, with others, Gyati Bhi, companions, Bahubhi, many, Vita, surrounded. Translation: O Rama, O Krishna, Dhenuka is the most powerful demon and has assumed the form of an ash. He is surrounded by many friends who has assumed a similar shape and who are just as powerful as he. Tasmat krita naraha radbhitair nrabhi amitrahan न सेव्यते पशुगणैः पक्षिसङ्घैः विवर्जितम्. Tasmat of him, Krita Nara Aharat, who has eaten human beings, Abhita, who are afraid, Nirbhi, but human beings, Amitrahan, killer of enemies, Na Sevyate, is not resorted to, Pashu Ganai, by the various animals, Pakshi Sangai, by the flocks of birds, Vivarjitam, abandoned. Translation: the demon Dhenuka has eaten men alive. The demon Dhenuka has eaten men alive, and therefore all people and animals are terrified of going to the Tala forest. O killer of the enemy, even the birds are afraid to fly there. Purport. The cowherd boyfriends of Lord Krishna and Lord Balram encourage the two brothers to go at once to Tala forest and kill the ash demon. Indeed, here they address the boys as Amitrahan, killer of the enemy. The cowherd boys were engaged in ecstatic meditation upon the potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and reasoned thus: Krishna has already killed terrible demons like Bakarnaka, so what is so special about this obnoxious jackass called named Dhenuka, who has become public enemy number one in Vrindavan? The cowherd boys wanted Krishna and Balram to kill the demons so that all the pious inhabitants of Vrindavan could enjoy the fruits of the Tala forest. Thus, they requested special favor that the ash demons be killed. विद्यन्ते भुक्तपूर्वाणि फलानि सुरभिनिच्छ एष वै सुरभिर्गन्धो विशुचिनो वगृहते vidyante are present abhukta purvani, never before tasted, falani, fruits, surabhini, fragrant, cha, and esha, this, why, indeed, surabhi, fragrant, gandha, aroma, visuchina, spreading everywhere, avagrahate, is perceived. Translation: in the Tala forest are sweet smelling fruits no one has ever tasted. Indeed, even now we can smell the fragrance of the tala fruit spreading all about. According to Srila Sridhar Swami, the sweet fragrance of the tala fruit was carried by an easterly wind which is conducive to rain in the Vrindavan area. This easterly wind generally blows in the month of Bhadra and thus indicates the excellent ripeness of the fruits, while the fact that the boys could smell them indicates the nearness of the Tala forest. Prayachatani na Krishna gandha lobhita chetasam vanchasti mati rama gamyatam yati rochate. Prayacha, please give Tani them na towards Krishna. O Krishna, Gandhava, the fragrance, Lobhita, made greedy. Chetasam, whose minds, Vancha, the desire, Asti is Mahati, great Rama. O Rama, Gamyatam, let us go. Yati, if Rochate, it appears like a good idea. Translation. O Krishna, please get those fruits for us. Our minds are so attracted by their aroma. Dear Balram, our desire to have those fruits is very great. If you think it's a good idea, let's go to that Tal forest. Purport. Although neither man nor bird nor beast could even approach the Tal forest, the cowherd boys had so much faith in Lord Krishna and Lord Balram that they took it for granted the two lords would effortlessly kill the sinful as demons and acquire delicious tala fruits. Lord Krishna's cowherd boyfriends are exalted, self realized souls who would not ordinarily become greedy for sweet fruits. In fact, they are simply joking with the Lord and enthusing his pastimes, urging him to perform unprecedented heroic feats in Tala forest. Innumerable demons disturbed the sublime atmosphere of Vrindavan during Lord Krishna's presence there, and the Lord would kill such demons as a popular daily event. Since Lord Krishna had already killed many demons on that particular day, he decided to give first honors to Lord Balaram, who demolished the first demon Dhenuka. By the words Yadi Rochate, the cowherd boys indicate that Lord Krishna and Lord Balaram need not kill the demons simply to satisfy them. Rather, they would do so only if the lords themselves found the concept appealing. 27th verse एवं सुहृद्वच श्रुत्वा सुहृत्प्रियचिकित्सया प्रहस्य जग्मतु गोपैर्वृत्तौ तालवनं प्रभु. Evam, this Suhrut of their friends, Vacha, the words, Shrutva, hearing, Suhrut to their friends, Priya, pleasure, Chikirshaya, desiring to give, Prahasya, laughing, Jagmatu, the two of them went. Gopai by the cowherd boys, Vritav, surrounded Talavanam to the Tala forest, Prabhu, the two lords. Translation. Hearing the words of their dear companions, Krishna and Balram laughed and desiring to please them, set off for the Talavana, surrounded by their cowherd boyfriends. Purport. Lord Krishna was thinking, how can a mere ass be so formidable? And thus he smiled at the petition of his boyfriends. As stated by Lord Kapila in the Srimad Bhagavatam 3.28.32, Hasam Hare Avanatakhila Loka Tivra Shokashru Sagara Vishoshanam Ati Udaram. The smile and laughter of the Supreme Lord Hari is most magnanimous. Indeed, for those who bow down to the Lord, his smile and laughter dry up the ocean of tears caused by the intense suffering of this material world. Thus, to encourage their boyfriends, Lord Krishna and Lord Balaram smiled, laughed, and immediately set out with them for the Tala forest. Bala pravishya bahubhyam talan samparikampayan falani patayam asha matam gaja ivo jasam. Bala Balaram pravishya entering bahubhyam with his two hands, with his two arms, talan, the palm trees, samparikampayan, making shake all around, falani, the fruits, patiyam asha. He made fall. Matam Gaja, maddened elephant, Eva, just as Ojasa by his strength. Translation. Lord Balram entered Tala forest first with his two arms. Then with his two arms, he began forcefully shaking the trees with the the power of a maddened elephant causing the tala fruits to fall to the ground. Phalanam padatam shabdam nisham yasura rasabha abhyad abhyadhava dhavatshititalam sanagam parikampayan. Phalanam of the fruits padatam which are falling shabdam the sound nishamya hearing asura rasabha the demon in the form of a jackass abhyadhava ran forward. Shititalam, the surface of the earth, Shanagam, together with the trees, Parikampayan, making tremble. Hearing the sound of the falling fruits, the ass demon, Dhenuka, ran forward to attack, making the earth and trees tremble. Sametya tarasa pratyag dvabhyam padhyam balam bali निहत्यो रशिका शब्दम मुंचन पर्य सरत खला sametya meeting him tarasa swiftly pratyak hind sa dvabhyam with the two padbhyam legs balam Lord Baladev Bali the powerful demon nihatya striking urashi upon the chest ka shabdam an ugly braying sound munchan releasing parya Paryasarat ran around. Khala the jackass. Translation: the powerful demon rushed up to Lord Baladev and sharply struck the Lord's chest with the hoofs of his hind limbs. Then Dhenuka began to run about, braying loudly. Punar asadya samrabdha उपक्रोष्टा परक स्थितः चरणावपनरौ राजन बलाय प्राक्षिपदरुषा. Puna again Asad approaching him Samrabdha. Furious Upakroshta, the ash Parak with his back toward the Lord, Stita. Standing Charanau, two legs Aparau Hindrajan, O King Parikshit Balaya at Lord Balaram Prakshipat, he hurled Rusha with anger. Moving again toward Lord Balaram, O King, the furious ass situated himself with his back toward the Lord, then screaming in rage, the demon hurled his two hind legs at him. Purport: the word Upakroshta indicates an ash and also one who is crying out nearby. Thus, it is indicated herein that the powerful Dhenuka made horrible angry sounds. Satam grihitva prapador Brahma itvaika panina shikshepa trina rajagre brahmana tyak jivitam. Sa he tam him grihitva seizing prapadyo over the hoofs Brahma itva whirling around ekapanina with a single hand chikshepa he threw Trinaraja Agare into the top of a palm tree Brahmana by the whirling Takta giving up Jivitam his life. Translation: Lord Balram seized Dhenuka by his hoofs, whirled him about with one hand, and threw him onto the top of a palm tree. The violent wheeling motion killed the demon. Tena hato mahabutalo vepamano brihakshira parshva kampayan bhagna Sachanyam Sopi Chaparam. Tena by that body of the dead Dhenukasura Ahata struck Mahatala, the great palm tree Vepamana, trembling Brihat Shira, which had a large top, Parshvastham, another situated beside it, Kampayan, making shake, Bhagna, broken, Sa that Cha, and Anyam, another, Sa that Api yet Cha and Param. Another translation: Lord Balram threw the dead body of Dhenukasura into the tallest palm tree of the forest, and when the dead demon landed on the tree top, the tree began shaking. The great palm tree, causing a tree by its side also to shake, broke under the weight of the demon. The neighboring tree caused yet another tree to shake, and this one struck yet another one, which also began shaking. In this, many trees in the forest shook and broke. Lord Balram, purport. Lord Balram threw the demon Dhenuka so violently into the great palm tree that a chain reaction was unleashed, and many towering palm trees shook and they then broke with a great crashing sound. बलस्य लीलयोत्सृष्ट खरदेह हता हता तालाश्च कंपिरे सर्वे महावातेरिता इव. Balasya of Lord Balaram, Lilaya as a pastime, Utsrishtam, thrown upward, Kharadeha by the body of the ash, Hata Ahata, which were striking one another, Tala, the palm trees, Chakampide, shook Sarve, all Mahamvata, by a powerful wind, Idita, blown, Eva, as if. Translation: because of Lord Balram's pastime of throwing the body of the ash demon into the top of the tallest palm tree, all the trees began shaking and striking against one another as if blown about by powerful winds. Naitarchiram Bhagavati hi Ananta Jagad Ishvara Otaproktam idam yashmins tantushva anga yathapata. No, not etad, this chitram, surprising Bhagavati for the personality of Godhead. He indeed, Anante, who is the unlimited, Jagadishwara, the Lord of the universe, Otaprotam, spread out horizontally and vertically. Idam, this universe, Yashmin, upon whom, Tantushta, upon his threads. Anga, by my dear Parikshit, Yatha, just as, Pata, a cloth. Translation: my dear Parikshit, then Lord Balram killed Dhenukasura. That Lord Balram killed Dhenukasura is not such a wonderful thing, considering that he is the unlimited personality of Godhead, the controller of the entire universe. Indeed, the entire cosmos rests upon him as just as a woven cloth rests upon its own horizontal and vertical threads. Purport: unfortunate persons cannot appreciate the blissful pastimes of the Supreme Lord. In this connection, Srila Jiva Goswami explains that the Supreme Lord possesses unlimited potency and strength, as expressed here by the word Anante. The Lord exhibits a tiny fraction of his power according to the need of a particular situation. Lord Balram desired to vanquish the gang of demonic ashes who had unlawfully seized the Talavan forest and therefore exhibited just enough divine opulence to easily kill Dhenukasura and the other demons. Tata Krishnam cha Ramam cha Gyatayo Dhenukasya ye Krushtaro Bhadravan Sarve Samrabdha Hata Bandhava. Tata, then Krishnam, at Lord Krishna cha and Ramam, Lord Rama cha and Gyataya, the intimate companions Dhenukasya of Dhenuka, ye who Krushtara, the ashes Abhyadravan, attacked Sarve all, Samrabdha, enraged Hata Bandhava, their friend, having been killed. Translation: the other as demons, close friends of Dhenukasura, were enraged upon seeing his death, and thus they all immediately ran to attack Krishna and Balaram. Purport: Srila Sanatana Goswami makes the following comment on this verse. It is stated here that the as demons first attacked Krishna and then Balaram. Krishnam cha Ramam cha. One reason for this is that the demons, having seen the prowess of Lord Balram, thought it wise to attack Krishna first. Or it may be that out of affection for his elder brother, Lord Krishna placed himself between Balram and the as demons. The words Krishnam cha Ramam cha may also be understood to indicate that Lord Balram, out of affection for his younger brother, went to Lord Krishna's side. तां स्थान आपयत् ततः कृष्णो रामश्च नृपलीलया गृहीतः पश्चाच्चरणां प्राहिणो तृणराजसु. Tantal, all of them one by one, apatata, attacking Krishna, Lord Krishna, Rama, Lord Balaram, Cha, and Nripa, O King Lilya, easily. Grihita seizing Paschatcharanam, their hind limbs prahino trina rajasu into the palm trees. O king, as the demons attacked, Krishna and Balram easily seized them one after another by their hind legs and threw them all into the tops of the palm trees. Falaprakara sankirnam दैत्य देहैर्गतासुभिः रजा रराजभूसतलाग्रे घने इव नभस्थलं फलप्रकार with heaps of fruits sankirnam covered daitya deha with the bodies of the demons gata asubhi which were lifeless rajara Raja, stone fort Bhu, the earth, Satala Agrai, with tops of the palm trees, Ghane with clouds, even as Nabha Talam, the sky. Translation: the earth then appeared beautifully covered with heaps of fruits and with the dead bodies of demons, which were entangled in the broken tops of the palm trees. Indeed, the earth shone like the sky decorated with clouds. Purport. According to Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, the bodies of demons were dark, like dark blue clouds, and the large quantities of blood that had flowed from the bodies appeared like bright red clouds. Thus, the whole scene was very beautiful. The Supreme Personality of God in its various forms, such as Rama and Balaram, is always transcendental, and when he enacts his transcendental pastimes, the result is always beautiful and transcendental, even when the Lord performs violent acts like killing the stubborn as demons. Tayostatsu mahatkarma nishamya vibudha daya mumuchu pushpavarshani chakru vadyani tushtuva. Tayo of the two brothers Tattatsu Mahat, great, very great, karma act. Nishamya, hearing of Vibudha Adya, demigods and other elevated human living beings. Mumuchu, they release Pushpa Varshani, downpours of flowers. Chakru, they perform Vadyani, music. Tushtuvu, they offered prayers. Translation: hearing of this magnificent feat of the two brothers, demigods, and other elevated living beings, rained down flowers and offered music and prayers and glorification. Purport. Srila Sanatan Goswami comments that the demigods, great sages, and other exalted beings were all astonished and ecstatic upon seeing the unusually swift and nonchalant way in which Krishna and Balaram killed the very powerful as demon in Tala forest. अथ तालफलानि आदन् मनुष्यागत साधवशा तृणं च पशवश्चेरुर्हत धेनुककानने. Atha, then, Tala, of the palm trees, Falani, the fruits, Adan, ate Manushya, the human beings, Gata Sadvasa, having lost their fear, Trinam, upon the grass, Cha, and Pashava, the animals, Cheru, grazed, Hata, killed Dhenuka, of the demon Dhenuka Kanane in the forest. People now felt free to return to the forest where Dhenuka had been killed, and without fear they ate the fruits of the palm trees. Also, the cows could not graze freely upon the grass there. Purport. According to the Acharyas, low-class people such as the Pulindas ate the fruits of the palm trees, but Krishna's cowherd boyfriends considered them undesirable since they had been tainted with the blood of the ashes. Okay. Krishna Kamala Patraksha Pudnya Shravana Kirtana Shrutamano Anugai Gopai Sagra Jo Vrajam Avrajat. Krishna, Lord Shri Krishna, Kamala Patraksha, whose eyes are like lotus petals, Punya Shravana Kirtana, hearing and chanting about whom is the most pious activity. Shrutyamana, being glorified. Anuga, by his followers. Gopai, the cowherd boys. Sa Agraja, together with his elder brother Balaram. Vraja, to Vraja. Avrajat, he returned. Then lotus eyed Lord Sri Krishna, whose glories are most pious to hear and chant, returned home to Vraja with his elder brother Balaram. Along the way, the cowherd boys, his faithful followers, chanted his glories. Then they are returning home. When the glories of Sri Krishna vibrated, both the speakers and the hearers are purified and become pious. Tam गोरजश्चुरित कुन्तल बध हर्बर्ह वन्य प्रशून रुचि रेक्षण चारुहासं वेणुं क्वनन्तम् अनुगैर उपगित कीर्तिं गोपदिदृक्षित दृशोऽभ्यगमान समेता Tam him Goraja with the dust raised by the cows, Churita smeared Kuntala within his locks of hair, Badha placed Barha a peacock feather, Vanya Purshuna with forest flowers, Ruchira Ikshina, charming eyes, Charu Hasam, and a beautiful smile, Venum his flute, Kwanantam sounding Anugai his by his companions Upagita being chanted Kirtim. His glories go by the gopis Didrikshita eager to see Drisha their eyes Abhyagaman came forward Sameta in a body. Translation: Lord Krishna's hair powdered with the dust raised by the cows was decorated with a peacock feather and forest flowers. The Lord glanced charmingly and smiled beautifully, playing upon his flute while his companions chanted his glories. Came forward. The gopis altogether came forward to meet him, their eyes very much eager to see him. Superficially, the gopis were young married girls, and therefore they would naturally be ashamed and fearful of casting loving glances at a beautiful young boy like Sri Krishna. But Sri Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and all living beings are His eternal servitors. Thus, the gopis, although the most pure hearted of all great souls, did not hesitate to come forward and satisfy their love struck eyes by drinking in the sight of beautiful young Krishna. The gopis also relished the sweet sound of his flute and enchanting fragrance of his body. Okay, we'll stop here. 42nd verse. We completed the 42nd verse. Thank you so much for joining. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.